So here we are, day 2 on the pit bike build. It is motor mount time, get the alignment correct and weld in all the mounts for it. What I like to do is I like to weld it all so it all becomes structural. So the welds from the top go through the motor and then get welded to the bottom, strengthening up the whole framework there with the motor becoming part of the structure. So there's 3 mount points on this FW11, put them in, and then I've done an extra brace back there just on the sprocket side for when it pulls it's going to want to move backwards just to stiffen it up. On this side, yeah, I have done the 3 mount points yet again onto the framework from the top and down. Now what I do is I cover the motor over with the heat blanket and weld all the outsides first, and then remove the motor and weld all the insides and any welds that's close to the motor just to stop it from getting the heat transfer. But yeah, that's it. That's how I do the mounting system for the motor. Obviously the foot brake becomes non-usable with the motor that big, so that'll be coming off and getting a handbrake like you get on your standard e-bike type bikes anyway. Yeah, the controller goes there and then the battery in the middle, but that'll be getting done when the battery arrives. So now it is time to remove the motor, weld it up, flip it upside down, weld any welds that are upside down, and then that is that part done. It's ready to strip down, sand back and give it a quick paint, and wait for the battery to come to complete it. I might actually make the bash guard before the battery comes as well, because I do know how wide the battery is, so I can make it wide enough to cover that. But yeah, that's it. I'll do the video when I've finished it without the motor in. So I'll finish the day here then. That's the motor mount all welded into the frame on the FW15 pit bike build, 18 kilowatt 72 volt. Yeah, well, so there it is. Stuck a bit of paint on it just to stop it from rusting while I wait for the battery to get here. But that's all the motor mount area there. That's the controller mount area there. As you can see, it looks like it would just be a factory built bike really. Yeah, and everything just bolts in the motor. Obviously when the motor's in there, everything becomes one and it makes it all rigid to the top and the bottom frame. Yeah, just making it all become solid. So what I've got left to do on that is my little list. I've got to order a brake line because you can't use the foot brake when having the motors there because it's that wide. Weld in the battery mount, make a bash guard, weld the bash guard mount in, align the rear end and get a 428 chain. But yeah, that's it. I mean, it's going to be mint, this one, for a small little 125 pit bike that it was, running what it's going to be running. The kid who wants it made for him is says there's loads of posh kids in his area with Surons, and well, what he's paying for this you couldn't buy a Suron for, so he's going to end up with something 18 kilowatt and make them kids who are posh look like absolute idiots when this is finished and he starts blasting that around next to them.